it like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken very short.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go!
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break. Protein spill.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch. Slam.
Look at me. Go.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hatchet. 30 seconds.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Check the backer. Slam.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Raven first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Check nickel. Switch.
Topper.
Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Leo. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
On the set.
57 is Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the hit.
On third down, here's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Spot. No. Check 9. Check your hot read.
Now Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Flag down.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's go. 10 Tucson.
50 seconds to Mike. Defense wins championship.
They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Ready, set.
Mike 57. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Out.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Chiefs can go first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Our time. It's our time. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
And ripple in.
Tight guard. Tight guard. Tight guard.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Greystone, Travis.
Shit. Out. Under 10. 10. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
And now a carry here for their fullback. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, big man with ball, met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight up there. Quick there.
Squeeze.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Cross your line.
Get the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Leaks past him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Exit.
Color.
Buzz. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
lock it.
Slam.
Check 26. Get it.
Now they try the right side here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is Jones. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So after that fourth down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Mahomes
now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
43, 43, 15.
52, Mike 52. Watch the curl, watch the curls.
He's coming, he's curl, 15.
We got double up.
Hey, 57, 57.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
52's the mic, boys. 52. I got it.
15.
Shoot. Buzz. Be ready.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Alert 3.
Come back. Attack.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watch the slant. Alpha. Motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Delta. Check 52's the most.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Exit. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Check.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Mike 50.
Hey, yo, go.
Smoke. Keep it up. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I'm scared. New mic 52.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check three.
Let's go now.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and... Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Quan Alexander, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got you, pop. Check, 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 check.
Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 3, check 3.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Watch the ship.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Here's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They come up in an offset eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Yellow.
check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And got his man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They run with Hines. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
35-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the twist. Kill.
Yellow.
They run again with Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check.
15.
0-0, Mike 3.
I'm coming.
Mike 3.
Silver.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Look at me, fight!
Now they try the right side here. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ready to break.
53 is the mic.
Hard, hard. Snap.
Now a first down carry by Jones. That good for 22 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Okay,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Leo. Defense.
Now a handoff looking right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.